Hey guys and girls, my name is Deydir and I would like to try to analyze a ranked solo queue game. The game itself is played around 1900 elo, so it should be fairly good. And I know one of the players, Mondark, who is the Udyr, and I spectated this game and I'm using now LOL replay to watch it again. It's 33 minutes and the purpose of this video is to see whether or not there's interest for these kind of videos in the League of Legends community, and also if there's interest to see more videos from me. I'm very new to posting videos and posting in general. This is actually my first post ever and I never posted anywhere, so I'm the guy who was in the shadows watching everything. So this is a completely new dimension for me. Before I begin, I would like to point out that even though you don't agree with me, uh, you can argue my points and argue to yourself why I'm wrong and you're right. And if you do that, if you're successful arguing to yourself, this video has done its job. The idea of this video is to make yourself think how to think and what to think when playing League of Legends. So I would also like to say the things I say should not be taken too serious, because I'm obviously not a pro gamer, so I don't know everything and especially about the build. So when I say I don't like this build, I don't like this item on this hero, which I don't say often in this video because I'm not really watching the builds. I expect him to go fairly common builds on each hero. These games usually are like that. So in this video I will be looking at the game from Blue's point of view, because my friend is in that team. I use this just to make the game more interesting, because if we watch the game with no fog of war, we can always see where the enemy is, and it doesn't very much help us because we want to be able to evaluate where the enemy is, what he can do, and what we should do. And to talk about the heroes a little bit, we have Malphite versus Nocturne in jungle. Both fairly good. Nocturne is a little bit better late game, but Malphite should not be disregarded. Kassadin versus Soraka in the middle lane. Soraka will be able to outfarm Kassadin, no doubt, especially before level 6. And Kassadin should have some troubles killing Soraka. Ashe Alistar versus Tristana Taric bottom lane. Taric usually considered aggressive support. Obviously Alistar can be as well, but Alistar should be able to shut down the bottom lane if they attempt to make it a kill lane bottom. Purple team, that is. Udyr versus Irelia top. This Udyr versus Irelia should be a fairly even match. So neither team has an obvious advantage early game and neither a disadvantage. So this will be a fairly plain game. Neither team is opting to go for the late game. They're just going to play it out. Notice that Malphite is starting raids and then will go for red buff, I would guess, because Malphite usually does not start raids unless he is going for red buff. I found this decision quite interesting because Malphite starting red buff usually indicates that he is going to gank. Usually when the jungler does red buff early, he is going for early gank, but you will see that he does not go for it, and you'll see just what happens. And I find this is something we cannot know beforehand, what the players' initial decisions are, because Malphite opting to go for red is something that he decides and we cannot know beforehand. And now obviously nothing is happening, everyone farming, no one ganking. Now if we're the jungler, we can guess that Nocturne either started red or blue. If he started red, he would be ganking right now. So we can guess that he did not start red. We would guess he started blue and is now... Yeah, where would he be? He would be at red now. If he went the common route, started wolves, blue, wraiths, red, if he would have gone for this. But we could see he is now here, but we don't know this if we're playing the game. So Malphite decides to go for his blue buff. He skips wolves and is going for a counter jungle. I find this very interesting. This indicates to me that he either knows the route the Nocturne is going for, or is just plainly lucky. Because notice, he did not smite the blue buff. His smite was still down because he used smite on the red buff. So he is going for the steal on the red buff. Udyr knows this, so we'll see how this pans out. What is our goal here? We can ask ourselves. Our goal is to get the red buff and possibly a kill if we get lucky, if we are able to outplay them. So our goal here is just to smite. He smites too early, we get steal. Malphite obviously not opting to go for damage. Soraka is missing. Notice, Kassadin pinged. Soraka is missing. So we definitely do not want to fight this. So we will simply, Udyr comes here. He does have his spear. He is in his spear right now. So he is able to stun either one of them. We do not want to fight this at all. So Udyr decides to attempt to kill Nocturne, but has to flash away because Malphite is not ready, because Soraka is still missing and Malphite was able to do what he planned to do, steal the red buff. So Udyr perhaps wasted his flash there and is now about to lose some CS because he does have 2 pots left, so he will be able to pot up. So he does not have to leave his lane. We can also see how they're playing the bottom lane. They're just poking, Alistar being aggressive, nothing happening in particular, just poke. But notice, Udyr is not afraid of checking this bush because he knows Irelia is there, Soraka is there, so he should be safe checking this bush to see if Nocturne is there, because he can definitely take on Nocturne, he can easily kill him. So I like this play from Udyr right now. He is bullying him away, giving us vision. We know Nocturne's up. So this might opt the bottom lane to be aggressive, and this is exactly what they have been doing. Taric gets exceedingly strong as he lanes. Alistar does not get as strong as Taric, I would say, because his damage does not increase that much as Taric, and his heal is, well, this is debatable. The heal of Alistar is not as good in this stage of the game as Taric heal, because he can use his heal more effectively, I would say. But notice that Ashe is still trying to poke away, Alistar hiding. So this is a very tense situation because they are trying to intimidate Tristana. Obviously she is not going for it because she has enough health if she gets in trouble to be able to fight this. So, or does she? Notice this. The AD carries do both have Ignite. Tristana misread the situation and got CC all the way, and Alistar plays this perfectly. The damage he does is exactly what he needs. And Ashe is also ready for this, ready for Alistar's play, and they get the easy first blood, even an exhaust, because he might have been able to jump away. And these plays are also very interesting. Notice Malphite just doing his thing, farming, boring. Soraka instantly pushing all the way, and Malphite is attempting to use how much Soraka pushes his lane, so he will attempt to go for a gank. We can also ask ourselves, are we in particular danger to be counter ganked by Nocturne? I would think not, because he was fairly low before, but he might have based and might have a full HP. We do not know this, but we now, watching the game, being all-knowing, omniscient, whatnot, we see that Nocturne did not base. He opted to go for more farm. So also notice Soraka, she does have a heal, and Kassadin should know if her heal is up or not. So he knows the heal is up, and she still has one pot to spare and is using one pot. Okay. He decides to flash in on her. I do not like this decision, because he should know she does have heal. I mean, it's not very hard to check the push tab and see what abilities the mid lane has against him. And usually when you pick a Sorak or perhaps a Fizz, you often go for a heal, because it counters very often the enemy AP carry. So she simply heals, the ignite is a little bit slow, and he has no chance. And extra, he gets unlucky because, well, unlucky or not, if Nocturne would have based, gone for the wolves, seen the gank in mid, reacted, and he would have come for the counter gank, he would still be here, except with full HP. So Kassadin is doing some silly things, I would say. He should not have gone for this kill, he would never have gotten it, and instead gets killed. I mean, there's no possibility he will ever get away. He used his flash offensively, and Alistar being Alistar. And yeah, then we have the skirmish up top. Irelia will attempt to, well, skirmish with Udyr. She is 2 levels ahead, just because she was able to freeze the lane up top, and Udyr was not able to see us that well. So she is clearly ahead, and she will want to skirmish with him. Especially notice the creep wave. If Udyr attempts to fight back, he will get the creep wave on him, and he will definitely lose and die. And if we're Udyr, we know Irelia does not have her ignite yet. We would guess she would get it after like a 1 minute or so. So Udyr does not want to, even though she does not have ignite, he does not want to skirmish. This is exactly what he wants to do. He wants to attempt to stay in turtle stance as much as he can. Irelia will want to push the lane into the tower, so Udyr cannot see us. Udyr will try to gain life and mana by staying in turtle stance. This is obvious comments though. Oh, we saw Nocturne here, so we know Nocturne. Well, what is Nocturne going to do? We can ask ourselves. Well, he's definitely not going to gank mid. He is definitely not going to gank bot because he went up. So we don't want to come near this area. We have no reason to, but Malphite still opts to go for it. Sure, okay, he was a bit low. I mean, this little skirmish was completely uncalled for, because we just want to farm. Okay, the forest cleared, we could go for this skirmish. So Alistar fairly low, he's playing very aggressive. Ashe really wants to, she just volleyed, she really wants to get this CS. She is not ready for this aggressiveness in Alistar's play. So she is way out of position, and Alistar decides to go in for it, and obviously gets killed because he did not think about his AD carry. The AD carry obviously wants to farm, and we can see she is most likely typing, "Oh, why did you do this?" like solo queue and rage. Report Alistar. Yeah, we all know this. So there Alistar was too aggressive, did not read the situation well. Ashe wanted to see us, but he was too aggressive, and nothing happening. I mean, obviously Ashe wants to keep the minions away from her turret, that's why she is walling on cooldown, just so she won't get them with, I mean, she perhaps wants them with full HP on the tower, definitely not with this little HP, because she lost one CS because the tower was able to do it.